Okay, content besties, let's be real for a second. If you find yourself constantly refreshing your analytics to see if your channel is growing or not, this video is specifically for you because I'm giving you 3 things that I've done to get me out of the no views, no sub zone and into some actual growth and momentum as a small content creator on YouTube. And one of these things that I'm going to talk about is something that you don't hear a lot of people explaining, but we're going to go ahead and explain and unpack all the things in this video. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, content besties. Now, I know you guys are going to go straight to the comment section and ask me, what have I been doing? Where have I been? What happened? All that good stuff. Just know I took a creative break for the benefit of my content besties. I wanted to come back with clarity. I wanted to make sure that I was coming back with something that will be of value to you guys because I really care about the conversations that we have in the comment section. I really read them. I really try to be as effective as possible when I'm responding and so helpful. So please just forgive me for taking a creative break, but also do whatever is necessary whenever you yourself is feeling just in a rut or you just don't creatively feel inspired. Always feel free to take a break. YouTube is going to be right here as soon as you're done. So I highly recommend. I did it. I feel great. And now I have a clear direction for where I want to take my channel. And I want to make sure that I'm uploading videos that's actually going to help you guys not just get monetized, but actually grow organically. Because y'all already know, if you've been here for a while, I share all the things that you need to stay equipped to grow on this platform. And now that I've kind of figured it out, I'm still fairly new, but I've done a lot of behind the scenes work to figure this platform out to see how I want to grow and where I'm going to head towards to get monetized. And so when I find stuff out, y'all find out too. So we're in this thing together. But just know I missed you guys so much and I'm just glad to be back. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, but let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so when it comes to growth, the first tip that I'm going to give you guys is probably the most important, but you need to become hyper focused on your video titles. I'll say it again, become hyper focused on your video titles, because if you don't, that can be the difference between someone clicking on your video or not. And you don't want people to keep scrolling past your beautiful face and your beautiful content. People need that. But the way that you package your videos and specifically how you title them can literally motivate the person to stick around or not. And you want people to stick around. You need the subscribers, you want the viewers, and you want the engagement. So you have to become hyper focused on the video titles. I know for me, I ask myself all the time, would I click on this? Is this the kind of title that would resonate with me? Is this something that would be relatable to me if it were another content creator? And if I can't say a clear yes, then I keep tweaking the title until it becomes basically irresistible, okay? Because that's how serious it is. The algorithm is going to suggest your videos based on how they're packaged, what the information is that's inside the video, but more importantly, how you title it. That's how you get categorized into the algorithm. Like, that's a bit of a nerdy type of way of putting it, but that's literally what it is. So if you're not actually titling your videos exactly what people are searching for, it's just not going to be found. And when it does get spotted into the algorithm or on someone's homepage, if it doesn't speak to them, if it's not hitting onto a pain point, or if it's not educational enough for them to want to know what is actually behind the title, they're just going to keep scrolling. And that's why you're going to see a lower view count, lower subscribers, and low numbers in general, because you're not getting a high click-through rate. You're not making clickable videos and video titles. And it's just as simple as taking a couple minutes before you even start to film your videos to figure out what is the tone of this video and how can I structure it in a way that will get high reach. You do that, you'll start to see a huge spike in growth, because that's really all that it is. Growth is going to come with how you structure your videos, but it starts with a strong foundation of a video title. Growth hack number 2 is to stop consuming more than you create. So stop consuming and start creating. I cannot tell you how guilty of this I used to be. Emphasis on used to be, because I used to think that by consuming tutorials and like aesthetic reels and like minded content creators who I looked up to was me being productive. Well, newsflash, I was not being productive, because here's the thing: learning and taking in knowledge and inspiration, it's great. That's a beautiful thing, but it does not replace doing. And that's the difference. So you can consume and take in all day, but what are you actually putting out? How are you applying the things that you're inspired by and learning? And that's where you get better and better at content creation. So until I understood that concept, I didn't get to where I am today until I put a stop to the consumption of content and started to create my own. Now, you're going to get into that spiral sometimes because it's just enjoyable to see the people that you look up to as content creators. But you have to have enough self control and discipline to build your own craft, to start your own journey, and to do it your own way. Because over consuming content, number one, it eats up too much of our time. Scrolling is addictive. So you don't want to get caught in that trap to the point that you don't even start to create your own content. You're consuming everybody else's content. So literally, even if you have to pause this video right here and go take a minute to structure your next upload because you've been watching videos all throughout the day, including this one, pause it right here. Go outline your next upload. If this video inspires you, if you watched a video before this one that inspired you, take the information that you're learning and go outline your next upload. Then come back and finish, because I'm going to miss you. But point being, take the time that you need to and do not overly consume content to the point where you're not creating your own. Now, something else that we can actually add to that is that progress comes from posting, even if it's messy. Because here's the thing: you don't need the best lighting, you don't need the best setup, you don't need the fancy microphone. You literally just need momentum. Like, you need to get going with this content thing. You need to get going on your channel. So, all the extra stuff that can come later. I stress that a lot because you have to start with what you have. The overthinkers who watch me and the overthinkers that are on the platform who are scared to start their channel because they don't have the setup, they don't have the fancy stuff, the thing is, you don't need that. I've been uploading every video on my channel from my iPhone. No fancy cameras, no fancy, like, I don't even know. And I'm actually a professional photographer and videographer. But when it comes to YouTube, people just want information. They want to see you. They want to be related to. They want to be educated. So I pull out my phone, I wipe that lens, like I hope that's what you're doing, and I give value. And I'm just me. I'm not trying to do or be anything else. I'm just trying to be one content bestie to another. So you don't need all the extra stuff. And here's the actual formula, okay? Post, adjust, learn, repeat. Post, adjust, learn, repeat. That's the real strategy, for real, for real. You do that, you pretty much got this thing down pat, because that's all that that's what I focused on. I started posting, I made adjustments when I needed to, I was learning along the way, and I just repeat the cycle. That's all I've been doing, and I've been using my phone this entire time. I literally have an iPhone. I don't use any other fancy equipment to record my videos. I have a microphone that I got off Amazon that I shared in a previous video. So if you want to check out my actual setup, it's very simple and to the point. I'm very frugal and I'm very simple. I live a simple life. So you can check that out in a previous video that I uploaded about my YouTube setup and how I film YouTube videos. But keep it simple. Just get the momentum. That's what we want. Get the momentum and growth will follow. Our third and final growth hack is to stop comparing your beautiful beginning to someone's seemingly perfect middle. Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle. This one hits me so hard because I can vividly remember feeling like I'm not going to start my YouTube channel because I don't have the editing team and I don't have the fancy setup and I don't have all this stuff backing me to make sure that my content looks perfect, like all these other people. What a waste of time. What a waste of time. Because here's the thing, that's their story, that's their circumstances. As soon as I accepted the simplicity and the blissfulness of my own circumstances and saw that it was possible to use what I have to create content and to connect with beautiful content besties like y'all, oh, it was a wrap. I pulled out my phone, I wiped that lens, and I just came on here being myself. I don't have an editing team. I don't have like this fancy studio setup. I don't even have a fancy studio. It's just me, my little Amazon microphone, and my iPhone that I use on a daily basis to create my content. I'm just a girl who loves cameras, okay? And I love to help people learn how to best use them and to just meet them where they're at. And that's what led me to YouTube. This is such a beautiful platform to share with a vast number of people who don't even know the potential that they already have. But that's where I come in. And I realize now, 5 months into YouTube, you don't need all of that. You don't need a team. You don't need a perfect life. You don't need an aesthetic life to be a good content creator. You're a great content creator if you're just being yourself and you're doing the best you can with what you have. To me, that's more human, that's more relatable, and that's more just everything compared to what shows up as perfect and prim and proper all the time. So, if that's you right now, if you're comparing yourself for where you are now to someone else who's quote unquote made it in content creation, that ends today. That ends after this video. Matter of fact, before this video ends, I need you to repeat that to yourself that you're good enough right where you are. You can do it from where you are, and you don't need anything else but yourself because that's beyond more than enough. And I'm going to tell you that until I'm like blue, purple, and pink in the face, okay? Because I know you guys have the ability and the desire and the potential to do this content creation thing. You just need to be shaken and like have somebody like me wake you up and say, you could do this. So no more sitting around, no more feeling like your life isn't aesthetic enough to be a content creator. You have everything that you need. You got that phone because you're probably using it right now to watch me. You got a phone, take 8 to 10 minutes a day, structure your videos before you hit record, and just go for it. Get the practice in, get the momentum going, and you'll start to see the growth that you want. Because if nothing else, people will appreciate that you just showed up as you, and that can't be duplicated. That counts for something, in case you didn't know. That counts for a whole lot. And that's another thing, too. Don't get so fixated on numbers all the time. We're talking growth in this video, but not because I'm trying to like drill in your head that it's all about the numbers. No, you need growth in order to get monetized. And ultimately, that's personally my goal. So that's why I'm passionate about talking about how to do that. But really, all you need to do is focus on getting that practice in and actually getting your content out there. People need to see the beauty behind your creativity. And there's space for you here, especially in this corner of the internet. Okay. I will always make room for you. So go ahead, just take the pressure off, have fun with it, and just be you. It's so fun. I'm telling you, it becomes second nature, but you just got to start putting it out there. So no more comparison. Okay. You don't go from zero to wherever you're trying to get by comparing where you are and where whoever is, all that stuff. All that is just a waste of time. Time is so precious and valuable. Use it to grow not just your platform and your channel, but your creativity and your uniqueness. It's important. And just like that, content besties, you have my top 3 growth hacks so that you can start gaining momentum as a small content creator on the YouTube platform. Now, before I let you go, I want to give you this positive, powerful mindset shift. The goal is not perfection, it's connection. So be real, be relatable, and just be yourself. That's what makes people stick around. Don't get attached to the numbers, don't get fixated on them. Just focus on the love that you have for content creation and inspire the people who feel inspired. Okay? You're not going to please everybody, and that's okay. I'm a weirdo myself, so it's okay to stand out sometimes. But I do appreciate and value all of you who have been here since the beginning. And if you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that this video popped up on your homepage, or if you were recommended to my channel. I welcome all the content besties. So I hope that you stick around. And I hope that something made you smile today. And as always, I will catch y'all on the other side of the camera. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next upload. Bye.